everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm Football from Game here, and today I'm playing some more Bloons Adventure Time Tower Defense. So today, I'm redoing Ultra Buff Finn, which I think I actually am now redoing this for the third time, but I realized it's been a long time since I've done the Ultra Buff in one tower only, and in particular, I recently got, well, not that recently, but I've gotten Tuxedo Jake since I've done pretty much all of them, except the premium characters, Ultra Buff, so I'm going to be redoing Ultra Buff for all of the, starter characters or main characters that I did quite a while ago, pre-Tuxedo Jake, and I'm going to be trying to do a better job. I'm also going to be trying it out on syncing, so there's a few reasons for this. First of all, as you can quite clearly tell, there's a lot of loops. This is a really easy map, but the other big thing is none of the other really easy maps in the game have water, or at least don't have water in a good spot. And for a few reasons. One of them is actually this trinket right here, which I didn't actually have till recently. Dive Suit. Equipped character can be placed on water. They gain a 20% attack speed boost while there. That's actually pretty significant. That is more than everything except the Baker Shard, and I believe this ties with it, yeah. So there's a lot, that's a pretty significant boost, but then there's also Water Nymph, which will, I believe, what is it? Yeah, increase attack speed, so all characters in the same body of water attack faster. I don't know if that stacks, but even if it doesn't, overall, that's a pretty significant attack speed boost. So normally there would be a bit of an issue with this map because there's not a lot of space, but thankfully we have the good old magical Lady Rainicorn, and because we have Warrior PB, I can actually get 2, but honestly, I'm now realizing I'm better off putting you on PB, so then we can actually get 3 Lady Rainicorns. Oh wait, I already have one on PB. Never mind, so we have 5 Lady Rainicorns to work with, so, 6 Lady Rainicorns to work with, so, we should get quite a lot of boosts there. So this is the Finn build, just take a quick look. I'm going to quickly go over everything. We have the Finn sword, which is the best sword because it focuses on attack speed. Baker Shot, of course, some staples. This is a nice one, Bubblegum's hair, 20% attack boost, big range boost, and also has a bubblegum effect, which is pretty helpful. Engineer's Blueprint, plus 5 damage to Moabs. Heart Gauntlets, 1 damage, 15% attack speed. Cosmic Gauntlets, 15% attack speed, and a bit of ability cooldown, which does work because the Finn sword has an ability to create a clone of Finn, which I probably won't use, but we'll see. Carl the Gem gives plus 3 damage if PB is in range with Gem the Gemstone, which he has. As well as the Doom Gauntlets for some bonus attack speed, and obviously the Dive Suit we just went over. I believe this also gives a 20% attack speed. Against a 20% attack speed if equipped to Marceline, so never mind. But an extra 3 damage if PB is near with Gem the Gemstone. I believe this still works if the character isn't Marceline. I'm almost positive it does. I've never been told otherwise, but I haven't explicitly tested it, so I'm assuming plus 3 damage works. If not, that kind of sucks. And then the next big thing is Tuxedo Jake. This stuff I'm not going to go over with because this stuff's pretty basic and consistent, but I'll give you a second to take a look at it yourself. And then also, we of course have the triple music instrument, so we have Marceline with the golden viola for plus 10% attack speed, as well as Jake for the lover, I believe that's what it's called. Yep, which also gives plus 1 damage again, which is what the original Tuxedo Jake's Devil Monster Bass does as well. And we also have PB, obviously, with Gem the Gemstone, but also with, what is it? First of all, Recall Presence, increased range and pierce, but also, it's not actually on PB, it's on Finn. This is a cool Finn ability. He has a special ability called, where is it? Here it is. Bound by Word. It doesn't look that good on its own, but it combines with a PB upgrade to make it permanent, with a small penalty that you can't lose lives, but that shouldn't matter. And I believe that's it. Yes, I believe those are the only characters that will give some buffs. The rest of the characters in the party don't matter. They're mostly here for allies. So let's get started. After all, I already spent quite a while going over that stuff. Let me know if you guys are excited for me to redo a lot of these Ultra Buffs. I think it should be a lot of fun. Obviously, Finn is going to start in the water. This looks like a good spot. Because this is... Well, no, I feel like the best spot would be, right... Okay, so as you can see, I can't really place towers here, but what I can do, thank goodness, is... You see Lady Rainicorn? I can put Lady Rainicorn... Never mind, this isn't working as well as I thought it would. Okay, this is weird. Lady Rainicorn, I believe... Can Lady Rainicorn not go on land? I'm so confused right now. Okay, no, she just has a big footprint. So what you can actually do is create a chain of Lady Rainicorns, but it doesn't look like that we'll be able to do that straight away, so let me see. Can I not put Finn here? Because this would be a much better spot. Okay, so it looks like we're not going to be able to do this till a little bit later, so honestly, I'm going to start off with not Finn. Obviously, we're going to be ultra buffing Finn, but I'm not necessarily in that big of a rush to start off with him, so I'm going to place him, well, obviously, I will still start with him, so I'm going to put him here, and then after we get some money making set up, I will place down the Lady Unicorn chain, and start making a bit more money that way. For the time being, we just need to focus on money, so we'll go for all the Cobras I have, which I believe that's it. And then I'll go for Tuxedo Jake, who he is not going to go there yet. He's also going to be money making, so we need to make money. We need to make a lot of money, so I'm going to max out Tuxedo Jake's money making upgrades, and probably save up money until like round 20-ish, at which point we will start going through we'll start going for all of the good, powerful boosts and upgrades to make Finn as powerful as possible, which should be pretty great. He's actually pretty decent. He's definitely one of the weaker Ultra Buff towers, if I remember, but he does a pretty good job once you get all of his buffs going, because he starts attacking like crazy fast, and overall that makes him really, really strong, because if you have, just say, like 5 damage, you make him attack 100 times per second, that's obviously a lot of damage. Which, honestly, that's not an exaggeration. You can see how fast he's attacking already. Picture that, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 times faster. It gets pretty darn insane. It works decently well. It works really well with Missile as well. That's what he's known for, is a Missile Finn build, which I have actually done in the past. Pretty recently, actually. But I don't want to do that for this time. What I will mention is not necessarily rules, but just general things I followed while making the Ultra Buffed, N1 Tower Only as well videos, is I won't do any form of stalling, so anything that intentionally, unless it's part of the main character, anything that intentionally slows down balloons, or stuns them, or freezes them, or anything like that, I won't use. I also won't use add attack trinkets, so trinkets are weapons that add attacks. Abilities are generally okay, but I don't use Phoenix Wand because that's really powerful. This one, since it's sort of based off the main character's power, I like it more. But generally I don't do that. I believe that's just about it as far as this, like, general rules go. I try to make the support towers attack as little as possible to make it more about Finn. But that's pretty much it, honestly. So now what I'm going to do is just get as many, I don't know why I'm talking weird today, or at least I think I am, I don't know, maybe I'm not. I'm just going to set up or get as many Lady Unicorns as I can set up, so I'll get all of these upgrades, then I'll make the arena set up with them, because you can actually place towers on the track with Lady Unicorn. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're going to find out pretty soon. It's pretty cool what you can do with them. Originally, with just one of them, they're a really bad tower, but thankfully they can be put on PB, which means you can get quite a few of them, because what I can do is, as soon as Lady Unicorn's in range, which is right here, cool, but then what I can do is I can put one right here, because as long as they're touching Lady Unicorn at all, they fit. So I can do that, and then I can do that, and then, as you can see, I have even more of them. So we're going to have quite a few. I believe I have 2 more Lady Unicorns somewhere. Yes, here we go. I will do one here, and then we'll do one over here. So, yes. And, by the way, actually, yeah, I can. I can sell the original, so you know what I can do? I can just continue the bridge. I can fully enclose this area. So, yeah, just like that, we officially have a fair bit more room for Finn. So PB's actually going to get sold now, but since we have the place, that shouldn't matter. I'll leave Warrior PB here since it really shouldn't make a big difference. We do have a fair bit of money now, but I think I'm going to wait a few more rounds. I think on round 30 we'll sell everything, and then I'll set up the ultimate Finn build. Camera balloons, never mind, we're not waiting that long. Quick thinking. Flame Princess, you have camera detection. There we go. So this was not spun on my part. I forgot. I didn't give him camera protection, so you know what? Never mind. Ignore what I said. At the end of this round, I'm going to sell Finn and move him to the right spot, which I think is going to be right on the center Lady Unicorn. I think that makes the most sense. So Finn, where are you? You are going to go right. You know what? Yeah, just put you right in the center. It is a little annoying because sometimes you click on them instead of who you obviously want to click on. As for Tuxedo Jake, I think I'm going to put him right here. I really don't know why I'm talking so weird today. So we'll go for the Inspiring Melody straight away. That's pretty big. Go for Catchy Tunes, all of these nice boosts. I'm obviously going to max out Finn to the best of my abilities, because that makes the most sense. And by the best of my abilities, I mean everything except Brofist, because that you can't use. I could have gone Medallion to Brogans. It's not that big of a deal, so hopefully it won't matter. Finn and Fury, sure, why not? Not that big of a deal, but I'll still go for it. PB's next. PB's is definitely probably the biggest boost, I'd say. So Finn, we can then go for Bound by Word, at which point we go boop, boop, and Royal Promise, which I think is actually a secret upgrade. I don't think it shows up until you buy that. Yeah, until Finn's nearby. Royal Promise, secret upgrade. Finn's Bound by Word becomes permanently active as long as you sign this contract. Warning, if you break the Royal Promise by losing lives or by selling Finn or PB, you will instantly lose 50 lives. Are you sure you wish to make the Royal Promise? In Impossible mode, this actually makes you die twice. So if you ever revive, it'll be used up and you'll still die again, so you need 2, which I actually have. But there we go. With that boost, we should be all set. I don't believe there's another upgrade of importance here. They'll probably get to me. But as you can see, we're out of money again. So I need to get Tuxedo Jake's money-making upgrades going again. Because this stuff's pretty darn expensive. But Finn, as you can already tell, he's attacking fairly fast. It's not like, you can't see him shoot. Oh, because he's not in range. Okay, PB. Okay, no, I can't do this, because if I break this, I'm instantly going to lose Royal Promise. I need the moving tower. There's a Martian Games ally that lets you move characters. That's definitely the next one I'm going for. That would be helpful here. Eventually, Finn will get enough range. I'm honestly kind of surprised he doesn't have enough range yet. I suppose, no, I can't move him either. This would be the issue. I don't believe there's anything I can really do about this. Like as far as range boosts, there aren't really a ton. But don't worry, PB's not that strong. She won't be doing much for long, so it won't be a big issue. Still, though, that kind of sucks. I didn't mean for that to happen, but what can you do? Sometimes you don't think everything through, and that is definitely that time, or this time. And it's kind of too late now. I could sell things, but I don't even know if I'd survive. And I'd rather, survive, so we're not going to do that quite yet. Oh, right, 2 more Cobras. I completely forgot about that. The Warrior PB upgrade also applies to every single ally, so I'm gonna have so much stuff. Hopefully this still counts. I'm just realizing this now. I'm actually gonna sell some of these for this exact reason. I'm hoping that, I'm hoping that the Water Nymphs will still count, even if he's on this platform, because I don't know if I can sell the Lady Unicorn that he's on. I don't even know if I can click on it anymore. I could easily before. I think we're good. No, it doesn't work. This sucks, because I don't actually... Well, no, I do need this here. Okay, never mind. I was thinking, oh, he can be placed there normally, but now, I remember now, he can't be placed there. So hopefully this still counts. I'm never really quite sure with Lady Unicorn how the Water Nymphs work. And in fact, I actually need to add those back, because there's now issues. So that shouldn't be that big of a deal. Why is there one less that I can normally place? I'm really confused. Shouldn't I be able to get 6, not 4? Did I not buy? Oh, I didn't buy to me. Never mind. 2 more Lady Unicorns coming right up. I was like, wait, what's happening? Okay, there we go. So, next things next, I believe, is to do the Water Nymphs and the Lemon Hope. So I'll start with the Lemon Hope, because Lemon Hope's pretty basic. We'll put you over here. Lemon Hope, he's great. He's just a straight up, like, I think it's 40%. There might be 60% attack speed boost. Then we have, the Water Nymphs. There are a lot of those, so I probably will go for more of them. I will try to get as many of these as possible, as far as the Water Nymphs go. They're a little weird. I don't know exactly how they work, and I'm not quite sure if this method works, but you know what? Might as well go for it, because the goal is to make him as powerful as possible, and if it's only a maybe, if it only maybe works, that's still a chance that it works, so what are you gonna do? So yeah, we're gonna go for all of them, even though it can cause some issues. Because obviously they do a fair bit of damage themselves. They're decently good attacking allies, but not that strong. Anyways, so we'll go for as many of these as possible. This is weird. I guess suppose the game struggles a little bit to figure out what's happening when there's multiple, well, just in general, when there's multiple Lady Unicorns, it's a little bit weird. But there we go. That's actually all the Water Nymphs, I believe. So now it's time to go for essentially as many Lemon Hopes as I can fit. Lemon Hope number 2. So this is a question I get asked a fair bit. Does Lemon Hope's effect stack? Can I use multiple Lemon Hopes? Or even his effect to use his ability twice? I have no idea. I say this every time. I hope so, but I really don't know if it does anything, if it works at all. So I'm just gonna do it anyways, because there's no real harm in trying to work or to use 1,000 Lemon Hopes. And if it makes an attack speed boost, it's a pretty significant one. So although it probably doesn't work, I don't know, it's not it doesn't necessarily not work. I really should test these things one of these days. I'll do like a Mythbuster. That'll be fun. I'll do like a Mythbuster. Meh. Why can I not talk today? I'm really sorry. Hopefully it's not bothering you guys too much and it's just bothering me, because that's probably what's happening. No, that could actually be a lot of fun. I'll test out, do multiple Lemon Hope stack, and does Gem of the Gemstone stuff, does that actually work for if it's not on Marceline/PB? Because all of that stuff is questions I've either been asked a few times or have been thought of myself. And I'm sure I could come up with a few more too, like, mostly things stacking is a pretty big one. Like, what affects stack? Because that's a big deal. Some things might not. So that could be a cool idea. I think that might be a fun video to do in the near future. Let me know if you guys have any ideas, or if you have any, like, myths you want me to try to bust, or prove, I guess. Because that could be a lot of fun. I've never really thought of doing that. I know a lot of people do that for a lot of different games. But I mean, there are quite a few things in this game that are a little weird and wonky, so it's certainly possible that some things that I'm thinking are like, there's no way that works. Yeah, I've seen a DT turn into a frog forever. I've seen Sam infinitely gain damage. Commander Cassie goes, like, hyper mode, so there's some weird stuff in this game. It's certainly possible. Oh, also, wow. Can't believe I forgot about all this stuff. Jake and Marceline. I don't know where my brain was going there for a second. These are actually fairly significant boosts that I completely and utterly forgot about. Because, of course, I did. I do this every time with these challenges. I always forget that there's more buffs. Now, I believe that's everything, except actually Max. Did I give Max any boost? No, he has nothing, right, because I took off all trinkets and weapons. He can give a Pierce boost, thanks to Poptimization. I always forget about him. He's one of the ones that I always, like, sort of remember to use, but I knew he wasn't that big of a deal, so I didn't really bother very much. Attack speed, cool. But no, so it's a decent buff. It's a Pierce boost, that's something. I don't believe any of these can add anything. Actually, I got kind of lucky I had that at all. Now I think we're good. Probably. Maybe, actually, technically I can do this as well. Monkey Stim, and that... I think that's everything. There's so many of these. So already, as you can probably tell, Finn, he's attacking relatively fast. So as you'll see, some things obviously have a fair bit of damage. Wandernims are doing like 5k, Jake 3k. But Finn is at 55,000, and PB's at 4,000. So even though everything has a decent number of pops, Finn is certainly still hard carrying, and he's doing the heavy lifting once something actually reaches him. Because as you can see, for most balloons, there's a lot of buffs here. Even basic things like a no trinket, no weapons Jake, or no trinket, no weapon PB are able to do a pretty good job. But for ZMG, for example, let's see. We'll go all the boosts here. Boom, boom. Except this also lets Tuxedo Jake attack, but that's not important. Because what's really important is Finn's damage going up. He's doing a ton of damage here. Honestly, he could probably beat round 75 at this rate. Again, I will like to point out, obviously things are doing damage, but he's still doing the majority. At least like 3 or 4 times what everything else combined is. So this is still definitely an ultra buff, and the goal is ultimately to see how powerful Finn can be. But yeah, so I honestly think he has a pretty good odds of beating the Bad Balloon. I don't really remember how well he did on the original One Tower Only. If I remember, I'll put a text bubble up on screen right now or something just to say, hey, he made it to this round or whatever. If I do forget, leave a comment if you remember and know. I'll heart the comment so it'll hopefully go to the top of the comments so people can see, hey, this is the round he got to, because there's decent odds I'll forget to add this in editing. Don't always remember, unfortunately. My memory is not always the best for that stuff. But what can you do? Sometimes you just forget something. One other question I did want to ask is, for those of you who don't know, one thing I'm planning on doing for the channel anniversary, which is April 25th, I believe, the 2nd year anniversary, which is kind of crazy that it's already been 2 years almost. But what I'm planning on doing is probably a short series where I try restarting Bloons Adventure Time Tower Defense from the beginning again, which I think could be really cool. So I'm going to be doing this on a different device to try to, I don't know, not lose save data. So to the best of my ability, I will try not to lose any data, so hopefully it will work, everything will work out alright. There's a chance I'll do it on a computer, I'm not sure, that's an option. There is a PC version of this game that could be fun to try out. So I'm not quite sure. First of all, let me know, do you want me to try out, when I do retry the game, Do you want me to do it on PC? Because I know it is fairly different. Like, a lot of stuff about it is kind of different. But I don't know if you guys want me to do that or not. I'm also kind of curious if I do restart, but I still use the same, like, I don't know what's going to happen. What I'm, like, sort of thinking about is about the premium characters and stuff, if I'd have access to those. I'm not really sure. I don't think I would, but I honestly don't know. We'll see, I guess. But no, so I'm going to be restarting, probably without the premium characters, though if I do restart with them, I won't use them much, if at all. But I'm curious, because I could definitely do it on computer if you guys are interested in that. If you want to see me try to use or play the PC version of this game, I'd be happy to do so. I'm not quite sure what else I was going to ask. Oh, right. But if you don't want to see it on PC, if you still want to see a mobile version of the game, which I think is generally better for this game in particular, but I don't know. I'm not sure what you guys want to see. It would still be something different to try it on PC. But if you guys do still want to see it on mobile, do you want it to be still, man, this is so stupid. I'm going on this long tangent trying to get around to the question I was going to ask. There will be, so, doing this again. Okay, so you know how on my videos, and the video we're watching right now, there's like a purple background and a border? That happens because the device I'm, like, playing the games on and recording isn't the right screen ratio for YouTube videos. But if I was to do this on another mobile device, or even the PC, it probably would be. So my question is, or would be, not probably. So my question is, do you guys want me to still add the background and still have a background and stuff and border and things like that? Or do you want the full screen to just be the game? Because I don't really know. I feel like the game would be better, but I'm not really sure what you guys want to see, so I'm definitely I'm definitely curious. I also completely forgot, Finn has the, not Lady Rainicorn. Finn has his, like, flying kick ability. That's a pretty decent stun, as you can tell. He's doing a great job. So far, I don't think this is the farthest things have made it, and he still has, like, 3 more loops to deal with them. We are definitely getting close to the bad balloon, and I haven't even used his ability yet, so let's just quickly, for curiosity, see what happens when I put Finn here. Without a lot of these buffs, let's see how well he does. He does pretty darn well, as you can see, for his clone. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident for the bad balloon right now. I think we can probably do this. Which, just to point out, Finn is certainly not the worst character. There are far worse characters for Ultra Buffed. But all things considered, I feel like he's one of the worst ones. For him to beat the bad balloon, or probably beat the bad balloon like this and do this well, is pretty darn impressive. The worst towers, I think, if I remember correctly, were Jake and Marceline. I think they were the least successful towers, and Finn, I believe, was the 3rd worst. Also, attack speed boost, attack speed boost, attack speed boost, smash, stomp, whatever. We good? Cool, awesome. That was a bit of an issue. He's at 287,000 pops. Man, how is Jake at 50,000? Oh, right. He is level 10. That makes sense. I completely forgot I upgraded that, or I bought that upgrade for Tuxedo Jake, so Jake would be level 10, and so would Marceline. I completely forgot about that. So as you can see, fair bit of damage to them, but overall, still Finn doing most of the work. But still, Jake, you're getting moved over there. You're doing too good of a job. And honestly, Marceline as well, you're also doing too good of a job. So Marceline, Jake, you're being moved to less good positions because I don't want you to do as much damage. I don't think they were doing much of the damage still, but even still, as I mentioned before, I want to be careful. Okay, so we'll start with our clone, because that's pretty darn important. We'll go for our attack speed boost. We want to do as much damage as possible. I'm not going to use 6-year Jake's boost, because it's not that significant of a damage boost, and I don't want to use it because he'll do a fair bit of damage. As we can see, doing pretty good. Obviously, the phone's going to go away pretty soon, but I got to keep up the warning horn as well. This is still the first loop, and the bad balloon is already almost dead. I'll even put it into slow-mo. So yeah, no, bad balloons popped onto the DTs. They shouldn't be that big of an issue. Shatter clone, or whatever you want to call it, the Finn clone, is gone. We probably won't get it back in time, but I don't think we'll need it again, honestly. He's already popped one of the ZMGs, which means he's going to be able to deal with one of them at a time, which is great. And as you can see, Finn, pretty darn powerful with all of these buffs. This is a lot of fun. Do let me know if you guys want to see me do this with the other, starter towers. I believe the next one I did, the second one tower only and ultra buff I did was Marceline. So if you want to see Marceline next, definitely let me know. Also answer all my other questions I've asked in this video, because I've asked quite a few. And if you're watching to the end, thank you. That's awesome. I really do appreciate it. That's honestly, for the video as a whole, for the video and for my channel, just watching the video all the way through is one of the best things you can do. because it makes YouTube recommend it to more people, or makes them, yeah. It makes YouTube more likely to recommend it to people, which gets the channel out there and makes more people watch the video, so it really is a great thing if you guys watch it to the end, so thank you to however many of you are left. I don't really know how many it is. Could be 50, could be 100, I really don't know, could be more than that. But thank you all for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. Consider giving the video a like if you did, and subscribing. We're really close to 3,000 subscribers. Hopefully we can make that before the channel anniversary. It's in 13 days or 12 days. So it's kind of tight. We need about like 80-ish subscribers left, if that's how many more we need. So I don't know if you guys can do it. That would be really great if you could. So if you haven't subscribed yet, do. And if you have, maybe share the channel with a friend or something like that. But yeah, have a wonderful day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye!